The Gospel of Uk-tchak. The Exley Estate had been forgotten long before the crew claimed it. They called it ExState, their patch, a concrete maze of broken lifts, flickering lights, and graffiti bleeding unwanted history. The crew didn't run it, they survived it. Turf wars, petty crime. They wore the estate like armour, but it swallowed them. Trey, Malik, Rico, Darnell and Jace. Young, angry, halfway gone. No futures, just territory. They broke into the flat of the quiet foreign man who'd just moved in, expecting cash or pills. They found a trunk. Inside, bones wrapped in skin, scrolls that bled when touched, a mask of jawbones, bound with sinew and braided hair. Trey put it on. He didn't speak for 3 days. When he did, he said, "Uk-tchak is hungry." The mask spoke through Trey. Uk-tchak was no god of sermons. He was a god of consumption, bound long ago by those who understood his hunger. Now he was loose, and he remembered. They stopped tagging walls. They started carving them. The gang changed. ExState became Uk-tchak's teeth. The members became savage, cruel, inhuman. Jace's mind broke before the mask fully took hold, but in that fracture he connected to Uk-tchak's realm, not as a vessel, but as a witness. He saw spirals, mouths, hunger, and he drew. The rest make sacrifice to Uk-tchak, and they ate, not for hunger, they ate to become. The teeth struck quickly, capturing rival leaders, taking strength through consumption, bringing survivors into the fold. Their numbers grew, the mask corrupting those they recruited. The man they stole from came looking for his stolen burden. He found them in the basement. He carried no weapon, just a satchel and his voice that knew the old chants. Trey stood, he spoke in tongues. The man answered in silence. The silence won. The jawbone mask gnashed wildly, and Trey's head was eaten. Rico lunged. The man whispered. Rico collapsed, vomiting up teeth that were not his own. Malik snarled. The man raised a glyph. Malik went mad and dashed his brains out on the iron banister. Darnell hesitated. The man looked into his eyes, saw doubt, a flicker, a shadow not his own. They were all possessed, fragments of Uk-tchak clinging to broken souls. But Darnell's will was stronger, his soul less stained. The man whispered a word older than language. The shadow fled. He spared him. Jace watched from the shadows. He didn't speak or move. His mind had retreated, connecting to Uk-tchak's realm in a way that left him no threat. The man didn't look at him. The rest fled underground, as if Uk-tchak's fear of the Guardian passed into them. They scrambled into the sewers. His burden reclaimed, the Guardian left the estate, finding a new place to hide the cursed artifacts. Changed by their deeds and the mask's influence, the rest of the teeth stayed underground. They couldn't sacrifice, the mask was gone, the voice silent, but they could still consume. They ate for memory, for flickers of Uk-tchak's presence, their bodies warped, limbs elongated, teeth sharpened, eyes reflected light wrong. Jace ended up in a psychiatric ward. He didn't speak much, but he drew maps, not of streets, of tunnels, of glyphs, of mouths. He muttered sometimes, "They're still feeding, Uk-tchak is still hungry." The estate quieted, the graffiti faded, the sacrifices stopped. But sometimes, in the alley behind the old tenement, people hear chewing, and in the deepest sewer, where light never reaches, they lurk.